Why finish so fast? No, if this car's an NA. Never seen it before. So now, we've arrived at the top of a mountain in Spain. We're here to test drive the brand new Audi Q6 e-tron, just launched globally. This white one looks super futuristic. It's the Q6 e-tron, you can tell from the license plate. Both cars are made at Audi HQ, built on a platform developed jointly with Porsche. The PPE platform Porsche uses it for the electric Macan, but for Audi, it's the Q6 e-tron. The one next to me is a dark-colored model. That's the SQ6 e-tron. Exterior unchanged much. Any difference, I'll point out. I'll walk you through this car I'm about to drive. If it were made in China, the front would look a bit different. I've sneaked a peek at the pictures. The logo lights up. Light bar here. Newly released version. Headlights split into 2 layers. The top part is the daytime running lights, with lots of individual LEDs. Audi's lights show different patterns. They're the light factory, after all. Many display modes available. Customized to match your personality or driving mood. The main headlights are underneath, and this big grille matches Audi's signature style. You can see there are 2 lines here. One is the seam running across the front section. And the rear part is raised too. These 2 creases are really similar to the Audi RS e-tron GT. From the side, one more thing, I think the overall shape now. It doesn't shout, hey, I'm a new energy vehicle, so the design isn't weird at all. It still keeps the classic SUV proportions we're all used to with fuel cars. Plus, I actually think it has some neat little details. Check this out, Audi, and then the SQ6 e-tron. The most obvious part left is the taillight. Headlights. Maybe you think no real upgrade, just the stacked light groups, right? And some lighting effects. But the taillight now is the world's first using the 2nd-gen digital OLED. Can you spot it? All those little triangular pieces inside can light up across the whole section, including the full-width taillight, which I personally love. But what people care about most is really the battery pack and the driving range. Both cars use a 100 kWh battery pack, but the difference is Q6 e-tron 625 kilometers, SQ6 598 kilometers. China-made Q6 e-tron L 105 millimeters longer wheelbase, 7 kWh larger battery, 107 kWh longer range. Step inside. You feel? First, a massive wraparound screen, one continuous display, center split into 2. One is your main display, and the other is a big central control screen. Right now, this screen is probably the largest central control screen in any Audi car. The steering wheel has a unique shape. These are now touch controls. Driver's side mirror and seat adjustments here. Headlights and fog lights are controlled here. Performs well. What do you notice when you walk in? Starting at the door, the whole dashboard is designed with layers. Craftsmanship speaks for itself. This part is suede. What's different from Q6? This part. Extra badge under steering wheel. And our sports seats are a bit different with an S here. All the stitching has an S too. Steering wheel feels great to hold, right? And I think the interactive system is really good to open driver's seat massage. Okay, I'll switch the seat massage on. Oh, this is my absolute favorite. Don't I say this often? When you go on a road trip, especially a long drive, you can't avoid getting annoyed sometimes. So, seat massage is important. The passenger display lets you do a lot of things because you can check the car's status. And there's navigation. Plus, you can listen to music and pick whatever you want to do. Wireless charging here just placed down. You can't see it, but it doesn't affect your driving. Hey, the rear shade is pretty handy when sun blazes. Up front, I'm sitting in a pretty relaxed position. But now, looking at it, I've still got enough legroom. But the rear seat doesn't seem to have many comfort features, just seat heating and separate climate control. There are 2 Type-C ports down here, so charging is no problem. Well, after all, this car is mainly about the driving experience. Now I'm driving our Q6 e-tron. I was driving the SQ6 e-tron before. But honestly, in terms of power, you don't feel like this one's any weaker than the SQ6. 285 kilowatts and 360 kilowatts. But now, look at how it accelerates. It doesn't give you that explosive speed. Honestly, the biggest change for me driving this car is the AR HUD. It really makes me feel like I'm not driving. but playing a game in virtual reality. You rarely need to check the big screen for navigation or info. It's all right in front of you on a huge, wide RQD. When you turn, it even shows you how far ahead the turn is, with 3 small arrows. As you make the turn, those arrows move back to the center, showing you're on the right route. And you just follow the path it lays out for you. I don't usually like EBS, but this car has 2 pluses. First, it drives just like a gas car. Acceleration and braking feel familiar. These 2 paddle shifters here. Driving mountain roads, many corners. So what's the point of these paddles? When you want to slow down, you can set the energy recovery to max. It's a feature that helps you slow the car down. Then, when I'm through a corner, I can turn off the energy recovery. You immediately get a boost in power. It really feels like playing a game. When driving long distances, you feel bored behind the wheel. But once you finish driving this car, it not only refines your driving precision, makes the journey more fun. Q6e-tron 5.9s 0 to 100 km per hour, SQ6 4.3s. You really get that traditional gas car driving feel from this one, and I think that's impressive. And for other new energy brands, I think this is something worth learning. It offers several driving modes balance, and dynamic are 2 options. When you switch to dynamic mode, you get simulated engine sounds, and on this test drive route, mountain or coastal roads, many curves, you can feel how well it keeps the car stable, especially when taking sharp turns. The car lets you go fast, but you need to hold your body steady so you're not tossed around. I think the seat support and the wraparound feel could still be improved a bit. After all, I see this car as a performance SUV. Another available mode is comfort. There's also an economy mode and an off-road mode. When you're in off-road mode, the car raises itself up, but in economy mode, it switches more to rear-wheel drive. That helps you get more range from your drive. We started at 8 a.m., and now, after an hour of driving, we've only used up 31 kilometers of range. 420 kilometers left, now 379 kilometers. For your reference. To put it simply, the Q6 e-tron really is an SUV that's fun to drive. But honestly, it feels just as comfortable to drive as a traditional gasoline car. I think that's pretty rare. After it's made in China, you'll definitely have more space inside, and you won't need to worry about its driving range. So driving this car actually feels a lot better than you'd expect. Now we've taken it back to the airport, getting ready for our next stop. It's true, for Audi, this is a totally new model, built on an all-new platform. It's given me a lot of driving pleasure, and I think once it's made in China, there'll definitely be some fresh changes. Cabin space, range, and driving performance will all be upgraded. Like its slogan, future is an attitude. New energy cars still give you the same driving thrill as gasoline cars.